All right, Soccerworld Fan TV here. We have Zain, who's not in the best of moods. Not gonna lie, it's like what 8 p.m. around 8:30 ish right now. Had to cool
Yeah.
down a bit and everything, and he came back, wanted to talk about game and talk about his performance after having a clear head and whatnot. So, mate, if anything, go on, tell us about the game.
Hey, so yeah, basically this is like the classic case of one step forward, two step backwards, which has been the story of our season and even last season, you could say. Like you see, that's the thing between, so if you're a title contender or a top four challenger, and then there's a difference, there's levels, right? So the teams like Man City, Liverpool, for example. United can beat them on their day, right? One off game, they play their best, they can beat them. But the thing that separates these teams is the consistency. Liverpool, Man City, you know what you're gonna get every single game. They're gonna bring it, right? And Man City not so much anymore, but still Liverpool. They grind out results and everything. The thing with us is that there's just zero consistency, so you don't know what you're gonna get on any given day. So it's
Mm-hmm.
frustrating.
And I do want to talk about the gaming now because like we did have time to take a break and everything. In the first half, obviously, you did play the diamond. It didn't work and whatnot. You did change it up in the second half. I think you played a 4-2-3-1, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Went back to the original formation. It worked
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, but then again, So what do you think has gone wrong?
It's just so you look at the game against Leipzig. We played the same formation, the diamond, right? And the thing in that game was that we were playing Matic and Fred. So Matic was dropping back, and Fred was, he was kind of the link between the attack and the defense. He was moving the ball over really quick and everything. And Pogba on the left, he had a free roll. So for this game, Thomas Partey was amazing. I'm just gonna say that. Like like as an unbiased opinion, he was really good today. And we played Fred as our deepest midfielder, so he was dropping in between the center backs. And I feel like that's really not his best, but the best part of his game. So he struggled at that, and we couldn't move the ball up the pitch that much. And the first half was just terrible. And in the second half, the first 5-10 minutes we come out, we looked pretty good in my opinion. We were starting to dominate the game, and then Pogba just makes a brain dead challenge in the penalty box and gives them a penalty. And after that, the Arteta, he can set his teams up to not concede. They just set a low block and two banks of four, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, they had a back six at one point, so they just set up shop and we couldn't break them down after that.
I do want to talk about the Pogba penalty and everything, and maybe some of the other challenges that were quite 50-50 in your opinion. Do you think that was a penalty? Um,
It was a really soft challenge, but I mean there was that minor contact, and when players feel that even just like that little bit of contact in the box, they're gonna go down. So and the ref he has to give that. I feel even though it's harsh, but if I mean it's right there for everyone to see. He clips him, and the man makes the most of it. But the decision that I have a problem with is the Greenwood tackle, the Gabriel challenge on Greenwood, which for me is a second yellow. And I think the only reason the ref doesn't give that is because he was already on a yellow. If he didn't have a yellow, he would have given it easily. So that was messed up. I
what
just
about
didn't like that
the
at all.
Matic challenge as well?
The
When Gabriel tackled Matic close to the end of the game, remember made a
um,
slide tackle?
I'll be honest, I don't remember that part. I checked out after the 91st minute, so if it was after that, I didn't watch it.
No, it was during when you were watching the game as well.
Uh,
I mean, to be
Oh, it
fair,
was
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
remember when they called the foul on Matic.
Yeah, when Matic was giving like the whole like
Yeah,
sign and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. Again, like it's iffy, it's questionable, but I don't know. It could go either way. Both other side will complain, whichever way it goes. But the Greenwood one, I feel, is ridiculous. How he didn't call that.
Yeah. And we do talk about Manchester United and everything, but they still have been in relatively good form and everything, especially in the Champions League and everything. However,
Yeah.
in the league, you got to look at it this way. Right now, they are 15th place. Of course, they have a game in hand. They haven't won at home yet in the league, which you did say that home form and away form doesn't matter. However, half your games are your home games. So then, is
hmm
that something that needs to be improved as well?
Yeah, for sure. Even in the post game, Pogba said that I don't know what happens to us in home games in the league, and that's quite concerning because the players themselves don't know what the problem is. And for me, it's just like we have every time like we go in a good set of form, it's just we need to back that up and keep going forward. We can't just take two steps backwards. And so if we do well in one competition, we got to carry it over to the next one, right? And I feel that that's obviously the next step because Ali's shown us that he can get us to play amazing football. It's just doing that on a week to week basis. And for me, Van de Beek, I would start him in the league over Pogba for sure.
Hmm. And one final thing I do want to say as well. You touch upon Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know, there have been questions about his tactics and everything in the game and whatnot and what. But do you think that it more so has to do with the players and how they're not, adapting to the systems that he's putting in, or do you think it has some of the blame has to be given to Ole?
Of course, like when you play like that, your some blame is gonna go to the manager, but I feel like this is more about the players because you could tell after the second half, like after the halftime break, the players came out better and they looked better, and they were on the front foot. And even Roy Keane after the game, he went after the players. He's like, these players are gonna make Ollie lose his job because it was absolutely ridiculous the way Pogba played. That was a horrible performance. Bruno, he struggled. He was trying. Greenwood was trying too. Rashford was pretty ineffective. So I feel like the players need to take responsibility for this game in particular because we've been on a good run of form and just like 3 4 days ago we were amazing. So I feel like this is on the players.
Okay. Well, I did lie about I do want to follow up with this question as well. Do you think now with, and I think it's a good thing as well. You already got the big hard Champions League games finished and done with, or at least in the first half
Yeah.
and everything. Do you think now that you can put like a less strengthened squad in the Champions League and just focus on the league and try to improve the performances in that aspect?
Yeah, yeah. For the next month of fixtures, I was looking at the fixtures and there doesn't seem to be one game that we should lose. We should be winning all of those games. We have Southampton, I believe, West Brom, Everton.
Everton.
Yeah, Everton. Everton's gonna be a big game too. So yeah, I think now we can rest easy with the two games against Istanbul. Like we can play a relatively weakened side. Maybe get Cavani his debut, like start. I mean, and just focus on the league because we're like what 15th right now. We're in terrible position.
Although taking consideration, you do also have a game in hand as well. So
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But we just need to get just some sort of form going. Just win a game. I don't care how we play. Just get those 3 points in, so like we can go on a run again.
well, once again, thank you so much for your opinions and everything. And of course, it's going to be a rough couple of days for you, I'm pretty sure. But
Yeah,
hopefully the Champions League comes in and brightens your day
yeah.
a bit.
It looks like we're only playing in one competition this season.
Going all out in one competition.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who knows? You might get it. Nah, probably not. But hey. But yeah,
No, and
if you absolutely love his opinions, please give this video a like. Please share this video as well. And of course, if you feel bad for him, his socials will be in the link in the description, of course. Or if you want to comment about other things, it can go both ways for you, mate. And of course, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to the Soccerworld channel, as we're gonna give more great opinions about the game that we love, and more big matches coming up soon. So thank you so much once again.
thank you. Cheers, man.